What's good? What's good? It's the one, the only, but what do I know? Boxer coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Romero finally speaking out after his devastating loss to Isaac Cruz, in which he has responded. This is his verified Instagram account by saying, "I want to congratulate Pitbull on a great fight and achieving his dream of becoming a world champion. Every time I step between the ropes, I know I risk my life and my health. And that in a sport of winners and losers, there can only be one of two outcomes when the battle is over. I came into this fight prepared to show the world my heart and my skills, and I felt like I displayed that on Saturday night. I never once got knocked down, let alone knocked out, and the ref had to save me from myself because I'm fearless and got cold balls of steel and wanted to keep fighting and putting on a show until the end. When you lose a fight, usually the support starts to dry up and people stop calling to check with you. But after Saturday night, I've received so much love and support from many different places. It's made a huge difference in being able to cope with and accept this defeat. Thank you, Amazon Prime Premier Boxing Champions, my team, and all of my supporters." And basically he's thanking everybody else, man. But man, first of all, I'm glad Rolly's in good spirits, bro. Like, a lot of times, like, we often, a lot of times we often villainize a boxer, right? And normally it's the boxer who talks a lot of trash or whatnot. Rolly Romero, Adrian Broners, Blair Cobbs, even. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me. We have guys that that are outspoken, and a lot of times because they're so outspoken, people are like just so in a rush to see them lose. Like, they want to see them lose and everything. So when they do lose, the only thing I don't like, I don't mind people giving Rolly criticism, because a lot of times he has warranted that with some of his antics, posting, knocking people out in sparring sessions and posting it, like that. He's crossed the line a little bit at times, right? But the thing that irritates me is like when people use the word bum, right? First and foremost, man, you often hear this like, "Oh, Rolly has no skills," or you have to have a level of skill to get to the level that Rolly is at. Rolly doesn't have a lot of skills, granted, but when people say like things like, because Deontay Wilder was going through this as well, saying like, "Oh, Wilder has no skills," and all this type of stuff. First of all, bro, if that's the case, if Wilder doesn't have any skills, then you should be able to get in there and you should be able to fight Wilder, and it should be a 50-50 fight then, if that's the case, if he has no skills, right? And for those that say, "Oh, well, he got experience," well, how can you have the only way you can have experience is by getting there and growing and learning and having skills, right? You can't. I've never seen an experienced fighter or you to be experienced in anything without having any skills in it. But you got a lot of guys will say, "Oh, like, Wilder, he's a bum and he has no skills." You don't make the Olympic gold. Obviously he didn't place gold, but you don't receive an Olympic bronze medal and become a world champion without having any skills. And even in Rolly's situation, like, I don't. As far as a boxer, like, I don't like the stuff that Rolly does, and I'm with you on that. Like, if you don't like Rolly's antics, like the whole, like, with him and Devin Haney, and I don't like the stuff that he does. But I will say this, bro, I'm not one, but maybe it's because I know what it's like to get in there, and I'm not one to call any fighter a bum, bro. Because I do believe that any man that steps in the ropes to feed their family, I don't believe that they can be considered a bum, whether they're skilled or highly skilled or less skilled. They still stepped in the ring. And then what further gets me is, like, majority, 90% of the people that caused him bum, really almost 100%. I want to almost say 100%, but I won't say 100% because it is some boxers that just don't like him that will call him that. But 90% of the people that call him bums, for one, doesn't even have enough balls to step in the ring themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys will sit there, and that's what gets me, bro. Like, you will never I've played all sports: basketball, football, baseball. Well, I played all major sports in America. Major sports in America is baseball, basketball, football. I've played all of them, right? But you'll never hear me, call an NFL star, like, or like, you'll never hear me talk bad about somebody. Well, like you won't hear me talk bad about somebody that plays soccer or something that I've never done. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I've never done this, how the hell am I going to, like, I might say, it's fair to say, like, man, I don't think he's better than this person, or I don't like the way he plays. Cool, but you calling, somebody a bum, all that is in a profession that you won't even do, or that you don't even have the balls to do. I don't agree with that part. You know what I'm saying? It's just for me. I look at fighters different, and a lot of it is emotions, man. A lot of guys aren't able to put their emotions to the side. I've been really upset with Canelo Alvarez in the past year with what's been going on with him and David Benavidez. But you will never in your life hear me call Canelo a B. You know what I'm saying? Or PUSSY. You won't hear me, disrespect Canelo Alvarez like that, because obviously Canelo Alvarez is a Hall of Famer. He's a great boxer. He's just moving suspect, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might even say he's acting like one, but I'm not gonna say he's or you'll never hear. Even fighters that I don't like, bro. I don't like Billy Joe Saunders. I don't like Billy Joe Saunders at all. I can't stand Billy Joe Saunders, as a matter of fact, bro. I really don't like him at all. But you'll never hear me call him a bum, bro. Or you'll never hear me, disrespect. I do say Billy Ho Saunders, though. I seriously don't like his antics or whatever. But anyways, but just the way people don't like, Rolly's antics. But you'll never hear me just disrespect, like flat out disrespect. But but it's okay to give your opinions in a respectful way, bro. That's all I'm saying. But the internet, bro, has allowed cowards to have a voice, bro, and that's something that I even deal with my page, bro. It's one thing to give your opinion about something, but the internet, because there's no consequence behind what you say, people will really show their true colors on the internet, bro. And they'll call you all sorts of names because, bro, they know they're sitting behind a keyboard, and you know what I'm saying, you can't slap them in the mouth for disrespecting. So they're comfortable with disrespecting. I always say that the internet will show you, will bring out the cowards in people. And that's mainly what it is, bro. People just, feel comfortable with disrespecting because there's no consequence behind their actions on the internet. But as far as Rolly goes, man, like, look, it is what it is, man. I don't feel sorry for him. Again, I don't like some of the stuff that he does, but I do feel like, it is what it is, bro. He lost the fight. I had made a status, or I made a post saying, Rolly got heart, bro. And so many people came at me for that, like, oh, bro, Rolly ain't got no, he's a bum. Felt like, bro, majority, 95% of the people that will sit there and say that wouldn't get in the ring and take one punch. Rolly was taking punches and was not going down, bro. Like, you got to take your emotions out when you speak on fighters. That's why a lot of you guys would never do good with a platform, with a platform, or anything, because you can't take your emotions out of the situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll sit there and, like, for me, just saying Rolly has heart, you want to, come at me just because of that, because of how you feel about Rolly. But the fact is, bro, the man was taking some hellacious punches and not going down, bro, and continuing the fight. Where a lot of you guys get punched once or twice, and you guys want to know what the hell's, well, why you hitting me, man? What's going on, bro? Like, nah, bro. The point is, bro, yes, I don't see Rolly becoming a champion again unless if Floyd can pull some strings and he fights for a vacant title. And in that, he just did that with Ismael Barroza, and we saw what happened with that. But unless Floyd can pull some strings, I don't see Rolly becoming a world champion again. But I don't think it's over. Again, I feel like because Rolly is so outspoken, and he has that type of personality, I do feel like Rolly has a place in the sport of boxing, where whether even if it is like a quote-unquote gatekeeper, or he's just put to stack somebody's undercard or whatnot, the fact is Rolly is it is what I don't think it's over for Rolly. I don't maybe Rolly fights the winner of Adrian Broner And what's his name? Or like I said in the other video, he fights if it should Ryan Garcia lose his fight against Devin Haney, maybe he loses. Maybe he fights Ryan Garcia. I still think that makes for an interesting matchup. Maybe not as big as it once would have been, but you know, still makes for an interesting matchup. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?